What's up, YouTubers? I got a pretty exciting break today. I got two rack packs of 1988 Topps. These are extremely limited and hard to come by. I picked these up at a rummage sale here in Arkansas. We have a state highway-wide garage sale called the 64 Galore, and a guy had a little outbuilding, and I stopped to check it out. I figured there was a few other people in there, so my chances of being murdered were pretty slim. He had a huge collection of VHS tapes, but I saw these two gems hanging from a peg, and he said $2 a piece. I didn't try to barter with him or anything, since he looked like he could have been an extra on Deliverance. So I picked these up for $4, came home. I just got off eBay taking a look to see just how hard these are to find. 31 years later, I found on eBay over 175 boxes, and those could either be wax boxes, cello boxes, rack pack boxes, or vending boxes. Over 175 of those. I found over 80 complete sets available, ranging anywhere from $10 to 25. There was one crazy seller offering the complete factory set for $150, but to sweeten the deal, he did offer free shipping, so good for him. So anyway, 1988 Topps is one of the weaker offerings of the entire decade in terms of rookies. The only rookie that really made a name for himself out of this set with the Hall of Fame career is obviously Tom Glavine. Other rookies are basically just kind of like fan favorite guys like Lloyd McClendon, Matt Williams. Both those guys actually went on to be managers. Joey Cora, Jody Reed. There's a Ken Caminetti rookie in here, just not really anybody that's, even worth getting. Even the Tom Glavine, since these are so massively overproduced, a gem mint version you can find on eBay for, 20 to 30 bucks, which is about the same as a Cal Ripken or a Nolan Ryan and gem mint go for. So, but anyway, I like ripping them, even though they're basically worthless. This one's got a Mike Schmidt All-Star card, which I don't have, so that's cool. And then a Doug Jones rookie. His brother's actually Dick Jones, and was in RoboCop. And then we got Charlie Kerfeld with the Astros, and Jack Douche Clark there, Scott Fletcher, and Greg Walker with the White Sox. So let's go ahead and bust into these. Don't really care if we pull anything good. They didn't cost me much. I don't. Maybe we'll get a Glavine. I wouldn't mind pulling like George Brett, Nolan Ryan, my typical Hall of Famers that I like to get. So let's see what we get here. Nice kind of throwback design. Reminds me of some of the late 60s designs. I think 66 or 67 Topps is kind of what the inspiration was for this design. So there's my nice Mike Schmidt. Still got some gloss on there. It's a nice looking card. I always liked those All-Star cards. My rack packs were some of my favorites to get as a kid. Always go to the grocery store and they'd have them right there at checkout. Beg my mom for a pack or two. Tell her I'd do the dishes or whatever it took to get her to say yes. So we got a Mike Schmidt right there on top. That's nice. Tom Hinkie, former closer for the Blue Jays. Richard Dotson with the White Sox. Ken Daily Double. Les Straker. That's a movie name, isn't it? Sal Butera. Kirby Puckett, my second Hall of Famer there. Benny Santiago, coming off Rookie of the Year with the Padres. Had a 34-game hitting streak as a rookie in '87. Rich Gedman, whose pass ball opened the floodgates in Game 6 of the '86 World Series. Bobby Meacham. Pete O'Brien, his kid can't break into the bigs. He's about 28 years old now, failed prospect. Chris Bozio, former pitching coach and racist. He got fired for, I think, calling one of the grounds crew members a racial slur. Andre Dawson with printing stripe all the way down there. That's a eBay 1 of 1. I'll sell that for, buy it now for 50 bucks. Bobby Be My Valentine. Rick Shue. Glenn Bragson about his .220 lifetime average. There's my Doug Jones rookie. Dave Bergman. Mark Knudsen. Mike Aldrete with the Giants, Andy Hawkins, Ken Griffey Sr., Wes Gardner, Rod Booker, Jerry Hairston with the White Sox, Carney Lansford, one of my favorite A's from back in the day, other than the Bash Brothers, of course, Gus Polidor, Drew Hall, Robbie Wynn, or is it Robbie Wine? I always thought it was Wynn. It might be Robbie Wine. Charlie Kerfeld, Ken Williams, Dave Magadan, Ken Phelps Bat with the Shades, Nolan Ryan, that's a nice Hall of Famer there, One Arm Dave, Bryn Smith, Randy St. Clair, Kevin Grossout Jokes, Brian Downing Syndrome, John One Ball Kruk, Greg Reynolds, Albert Hall, and Bob Stanley, the other connection of the blown 86 Game 6. So that was my first pack there. Not too bad. Handful of Hall of Famers there. With my horrible Andre Dawson printing flaw. That was Andre Dawson's huge 49 homer, 137 RBIs with the last place Cubs. One of the few MVPs to be on a last place club. Dawson in 87 with the Cubs. I mean, yeah, he was the National League MVP. George Bell with the Blue Jays was MVP of the American League. He had 47 home runs. 1987 was a huge year for the long ball. A lot of guys had career years. Offensive numbers were up, I think, to the highest points of the entire decade. Nothing like we're seeing nowadays with, 2 home runs getting hit on average almost every game. So here is pack number 2. We got Broke Jack Clark, just filed for bankruptcy yet again. Doesn't know how to handle his money. Mickey Brantley, who was a childhood friend of Mike Tyson. Interesting factoid. They grew up in the same Brooklyn neighborhood. Don Gordon. Al Pedrique. What a horrible year for Topps All-Star rookies were Al Pedrique. And his 246 at-bats, but he did bat 301 with 1 homer and 12 extra base hits. So we got Indians leaders, Corey Snyder and Joe Carter. My first All-Star card is the Hawk with that amazing just design with the yellow around the big head right in the middle. Gotta love the big head right there. Joe Hesketh, Willie Randolph, awesome All-Star card there. I think 1991 Fleer was influenced by these All-Star cards with that mustard look, and they were like, you know what, we're going to just go all out with that. See how that works for us. Barry Jones, Bob Nepper, former minor league pitching coach who ruined a guy's arm in Arizona that I became friends with. He was a second-round pick in the 2000 baseball draft. Randy Trusello, if you want to look him up on Baseball Reference. Astros leaders, we got Kevin Bass and Billy Hatcher. Benny Santiago All-Star. Greg Cadaret. Don Baylor, who used to be the all-time leader in hit by pitches. I don't know if he still holds that record. Also had a good 87 World Series with the Twins. Dennis Rasmussen. Scott Fletcher. Bruce Benedict Arnold. Rick Mahler. One of my favorite cards as a kid. I would have been so pumped back in '88 if I pulled this. McGuire and Canseco. A's leaders. Bill Long. Kirk McCaskill. The Cobra, Dave Parker. Mike Hart, that's one of the unnamed rookies from this set. That's sweet. Put that in a penny sleeve later. Hanging with Eric Shaw. Kurt Ford. Scott Bales. He looked like he was like a movie star. I don't know. Good looking Scott Bales. Steve Kiefer? I don't think I've ever seen that card. Of all the 88 Topps cards I had in my life, I don't recall ever seeing Steve Kiefer. Ted to the 10th Power. Dave Winfield All-Star. This rack pack is just full of the All-Star cards here. Greg Walker. Murphy, it's you. Jeff Reardon, former closer. Tim Burke, former closer. Willie Wilson with the Royals. Danny Darwin Theory. Steve Sucks with the Dodgers. He's taking a dump while he's running to first there. Just grunting the hell out of that one. Wallace Johnson. Fred McGriff. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Come on. 1,500 career RBIs. Just a few short home runs away from 500 for his career. Ray Knight. Taking a dump in his pants there. Julio Franco, who was already like 28 when this card came out, but played for another 2 decades. Another Sal Batera, because you can't have just one. And another Kirby. Can't go wrong with 2 Kirbys, though. And a Rob Deer, who either hit a home run or struck out. 188 strikeouts in 474 at-bats, official at-bats. Did hit 28 home runs, though. So, Rob Deer finishing off my stellar rack packs of 1988 Topps. If you're interested, go to eBay and pick up that box set for $150 and enjoy that free shipping. And we will see you next time. There's my nice collection of stars and cards that I will put in my star boxes. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.